Right?
Blog Talk Radio.
Sparked up.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm gonna pour me a glass of wine in mid, like once I get the show started off. But welcome guys. It's your girl Sunny D. Willie, you want to say hi?
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles. I'm already sparked up because I'm already drinking, so it's cool.
I just woke up from a much needed 15-minute nap because my son wanted to decide that he wanted to go to sleep at the very last stint of the go to sleep good night because I got a podcast in a few minutes type of thing. So that 15 minutes hit me hard. You know how you take that good 15-minute nap? That's what I'm coming off of. So I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna pour me a glass of wine and I'm gonna wake my ass up because the topic is definitely something I need to wake my ass up for, and it's on point for me, especially I feel because it's right on time for me. But if you're listening right now, you're on blogtalkradio.com/G.F.T Radio Show. Oh yeah, before we forget, Clint will not be on the show tonight. Clint, we miss you. Do what you gotta do. We gonna hold it down.
Yes, sir.
7-Eleven. I should be getting a Slurpee, but this rain is in the way. Thankfully, I had a Slurpee last night, so technically it was early this morning from 7-Eleven. I had left the gym at 12 o'clock. So about 1 o'clock, I got my Slurpee. So technically, I did get my 7-Eleven free Slurpee, but I wanted another one. So happy 7-Eleven to everybody.
7-Eleven. Dang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nobody called me to remind me about 7-Eleven.
Oh, I got a whole picture, and I said this to somebody hey, 7-Eleven, I need you to hold me down. But the way this monsoon just happened in my city, like a fucking monsoon and floods everywhere, so nobody trying to be on the road. So looks like 7-Eleven is gonna be in the distance for me. But as I said, listen, blogtalkradio.com/GFT Radio Show. Phone number is 657-383-1155 if you want to call in and join in the conversation, which I'm pretty sure that you guys would want to join because it's going to be a great topic. Cop some merchandise, go to teespring.com/GFT, /store/GFT Radio. I swear I just be finding shirts. My daughter come down with a shirt on that's GFT Radio Show related. I'm like, this is where my shirts be at? I buy them for me. If you want some, I'll buy you some too. But I be wanting to wear them, and then she be like, "Nah, I got them on." So.
Hey, at least you repping.
Yeah, at least she's repping it. She been wearing the all skin folk and kinfolk shirt a lot, and then she got the she hasn't found the What Up Doe shirt, but she at one point she was wearing the this, that, and the third because I think I got all the shirts. So she's she has the regular GFT Radio conversation shirt. So she's just stealing my stuff. Yeah. That's sad for her. I'm happy. No, because Fridays, I could dress down. I be trying to wear my shirts, and then I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna wear this," and then she come downstairs. I'm like, "Really?" So we're doing today. But that's what kids do. So if you guys listen to the playback of this right here, you're on either YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, iTunes, and all that good jazz where you can find dope-ass podcasts like ours. So we're going to kick this off. Willie, you brought this topic up, right?
Yeah. I found, well, actually what it was actually my daughter had a class about this particular subject in terms of the science of attraction. So it was the rules of attraction was the paperwork that her teacher passed out. So when I first heard about it, she was telling me about different rules of attraction, and I had heard some of this stuff before in terms of pheromones and body structures, facial symmetry and wide hips and things of that nature. So I had heard some of this stuff before, so I thought it would be a good thing to bring up in the show, because we always talk about different reasons that people get attracted to each other, and I wanted to explore that a little bit more, go a little deeper with that. So Yeah, so I figured it'd be a dope topic. You know, a lot of people always discuss, you know, what they find sexy, and so I figured we can put that out there and see what the people think, and you know, chop it up.
It definitely. I cracked up because when I read this, I was like, okay. It's a dope topic because I was just having a conversation with somebody. Like I had came encounter with a person, and I didn't I couldn't for the early part of it. I couldn't understand why I found this person attractive. So I didn't know them, you know, just from sight type of situation. Mm-hmm. And it's that, like, it was the energy, it was this all the stuff that like, it was basically the energy that you get from a person.
Right.
And then, like, just being around them for a few, you're like, okay, I can really rock with this person. They cool as shit, or whatever the case may be. And it was like, because you different things, like, because, you know, people always go for the physical. Like, they look cute and this and third. Like, I didn't even look at that part of that person. I just was, their vibe got me. Like, and that's what gets, like, some people, it's that vibe that pulls you in. And it's like, you know, okay. Or I know I was reading the link you sent, and it's like the scent of a person can do that too, or the pheromones, like that, whatever. But I think for me, in most cases, when I look at people that I've met, it's always their energy that like if they look a certain way, it's like, okay, but how is their energy? And for me, I think for any person I'm either attracted to or come in contact with, it's their energy that draws me in.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I mean, sometimes energy can be picked up on, you know, depending on what situation you're in. But then sometimes it can't. You know, I think some people they get attracted physically because it's easy to see the physical. You know, as long as you can see, you know, right? You can definitely tell if you like a person, either the way they're built, or, you know, maybe their height, or maybe their I don't know, you know, different things. I mean, if you're into tattoos, if you're into piercings, you know, the different attributes of a person's body, you know, it can be easier to get attracted to. But yeah, when you feel the person's energy, or the way that they operate, or the way that they, you know, either their personality, or it might be just the way that they handle themselves. I mean, my sister, she's really into guys that are, I mean, definitely the alpha male type of guys. Definitely the guys that seem to demand respect as soon as they walk into a room, that kind of thing. That have, you know, the kind of energy where they, you know, you can tell they're about business, right? And so she gets attracted to that quickly, you know, and it's always funny to me because, I mean, she's a nice looking young lady. She's, you know, she's got tons of guys always after her just because of her body style. But it's like she goes after some guys that I'd be like, man, like, you would think of the way the guy looked, you know, I mean, from a physical appearance standpoint, you'd be like, man, like, you know, he really, you know, on that level, or he really, you know, can pull a woman like that. But it's not about his look; it's about just the way he, you know, either commands the room, or the way he acts, or the way, you know. So that's what attracts her. You know, sometimes it doesn't work out, but sometimes it does. You know, so I think that's something that I think it's when people are in tune with other people that way, it's definitely a different kind of attraction. You know what I mean? I think it's definitely a different type of attraction. Definitely, yeah.
Because
well.
It's funny you should say it, because I went through this period in my time where I didn't date. It wasn't even that I did it on purpose. Most of the guys I dated, they weren't physically attractive, like you said your sister did, and people didn't understand why I liked them, and sometimes they didn't understand why I liked them. And I'm like, it had nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with your personality, your energy, the vibe, like all that. Like, it's not necessarily about the looks, because if you attracted to somebody in that type of manner, they're cute to you regardless. If whatever anybody else says, it doesn't matter. You think they're cute, so to you, their whole energy, their aura, their all that is appealing to you. So so you find them attractive.
Right.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with that. I mean, people can be ugly internally, and it ruins the way that they've tried to beautify themselves externally. I mean, I've
be ugly.
Right, exactly. You know, I dated this woman one time that looked, you know, most of my boys, they were like, oh man, you know, she looked so good and blah blah blah, and you know, she kind of had like a style where, you know, her fashion sense was up there, all this kind of stuff going on, but she was like the most ugliest person inside. It was like, man, like your whole attitude is ruining everything for me, you know, and the way she just like treated people was just turned me off. So I think a lot of the time, you know, people try to beautify the outside. They ain't thinking about, you know, their attitude or the way that they treat other people, and realizing that, you know, that makes a world of difference as well. You know, you ain't beautiful unless you got a beautiful spirit. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I want to talk about I want to touch on the physical attraction. That's like the first thing everybody kind of identifies with when they think about what do you find sexy and stuff like that. So,
right.
You know, as men, they say men are very visual creatures. What would you say that you find attractive about a female by first glance without really knowing, like the physical?
I would say, you know, yeah, I'm definitely the kind of person that's visual, mainly because I don't pick up on body language too well, and then sometimes the way people come off to me, it confuses me sometimes. So I always kind of go off of physical first, and then I get to know a person, and I'd be like, oh, okay, now I you know, kind of have an opinion about them, but. So when I look at a woman, I'm usually looking at, you know, their probably, I would say for me, it's definitely the body first when it comes to, like, I like women with big butts. I like, you know, thick women. I like women that are, you know, have like just a good body image. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, that's not like overly, you know, not overly crazy with it, but just, you know, that you can tell they're confident, that kind of thing. So I usually get attracted to that. I would say that, you know, we always say, you know, are you a tit man or are you a butt man, you know? So I would definitely say, you know, a butt is usually more important to me than breasts. So, you know, women with breast implants ain't really doing nothing for me. So it don't matter if they small or large, or that, you know, that's kind of unimportant. You know, I usually need something to hold on to in the back. So, and then you say usual.
I said Jesus.
And
small butts matter.
Small butts matter. Hey, small butts do matter.
No butts matter.
They do. I mean,
black back with a crack matter.
I mean, you know, to each his own. But you know, I mean, you know, you can overlook some things, you know, especially, I mean, if a person's got a good attitude and good energy and they're a great person, you know, you can overlook a small butt, you know. I mean, it's hard to overlook it, but you can eventually. You know, it's not, you know, looks ain't everything, because, you know, we ain't gonna have them looks when we in our 80s, so, you know, you got to be able to talk to the person, you know, in 20, 30 years. So, you know, it's more important, I think, to find somebody you can click with versus somebody you can, you know, have sex with. You know, I mean, if sex is important, but you know what I mean. It's like that's not the most important thing when you 95 and you like, you know, y'all just need to be able to hang out. So you ain't worried about all them that extra stuff later, but. Anyway, so I think that's kind of like what, in my opinion, you know, I know a lot of guys that sway the other way. They always be like, you know, they might be like they prefer big breasts and don't care about the butts and you know, they want skinny girls. Buddy of mine, it was funny because I was thinking about one of my friends. He's real skinny, real skinny dude, and I've been finding this a lot lately. Skinny dudes love big women, like they do love big women. Like it's like disproportionate, you know, in terms of the love they have for big women. You know what?
Yeah, I'm not a big woman, but I'm not skinny anymore. So I'm like that in between, little fluff, little extra. Mm-hmm. So yes, I can attest to that. The skinny men do love the little women with the meat bones, and they will pick you up like you won't weigh shit. Like, hey, get your ass up. Like,
exactly.
Okay, I'm with it.
Right. So yeah. So what turns you on about well, let's start with men. We can go to women after you're done, but let's start with men first.
Well, because I can tell you I'm practicing with both. But for men, and I'm not even for men, just in general. So the first thing I notice is your lips. Like I noticed that immediately. Like okay, and stuff. I also like the way I also look at eyes too. But I'm more of a like lips is the very first thing, and it's crazy because like I keep saying this on several podcasts, and I keep saying to people that I'm not big on kissing. I feel kissing is overrated or it's very intimate, and you really can't hide how you feel when you kiss somebody. But I look at lips, and if you have some tasty lips, I'm looking like that's the first thing. Like okay, all right, but like when you talking to me, that's what I'm looking at. If I'm looking at your face, I ain't looking in your eyes. I'm looking at the lips. That's what I'm looking at. That's the very, very first thing, and then the eyes, and stuff like that. So that gets me every time. Like I don't, it's really, it's really bad. It's really bad.
That's different, you know. I mean, I guess you know. I mean, I think for men and women, that is the stark difference. You know, we think of body parts from. You know, I mean, really, I mean, I usually, I don't think I know any guy, at least nobody I know, that be like, yeah, man, I love a woman's lips, you know. And first thing I'm looking at is what her lips look like. I've never heard that before. You know, usually we go straight to the butt, straight to the breast, maybe the face. Sometimes, you know, a lot of us, we don't be caring, you know. I mean, I got lucky because, my fiance, she gorgeous, but, you know, some guys, you know, they be like, whew. Yeah, I mean, they got good personality, so it's cool.
Yeah. Right. For
women,
females, I would say.
Y'all be different.
Yeah, we do. For a female, I really can't say what I find physically attractive about a female. It's never for me to like a female or look at a female. It's never about a physical. It's the energy always. It has to be the energy for me. So it's like I get off like because I don't know why it's like that with me because I can't say that I'm like a breast or ass or like either way I don't care. That's not a big deal to me. But
what about stomach structure? You like flat tummies? You like thick tummies? You like pooches?
I don't know. I mean, I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to females. It's the same way I am with guys, to a certain extent. So with guys, if you have your boobs bigger than mine, we not gonna work. So I'm sorry, and I've dated guys that are solid. I dated some chunkies, and I loved it. They like big ass teddy bears, and I loved it. But if your boobs are bigger than mine, we have a problem. We're not in competition. So that's not gonna work for me. But for females too, one thing that's a big turn off with females, if they got flapjack titties, I'm not with it. Like I don't care how cute you are. Okay. If your titties hang low, I can't deal with you because I'm not sucking no fucking stale balloon. Like I'm not about to do all that. So.
You don't like flat? Do you like? What about pancakes?
I'm not.
The pancake titties. Yeah. Not with those.
No. I've been there, tried that, and hated it. No.
Yeah.
And I can tell, because as a female, I can tell if you got blackjack or pancake titties. I'm going to be like, oh, you cute, yeah, but get it behind my face. Because Like,
so have you found it easy to tell when they're hiding it behind good bras?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can tell that. I can tell you a female got some flat jack titties just off the strength of looking at. Like, show me about a couple of different pictures of her in different outfits, and I can tell you, no.
Yeah, I've been fooled in the past. I have been fooled in the past. Yeah.
No, because you can see by the cleavage if they how their cleavage looks.
Yeah, that's true.
If you look at their cleavage, you should know the difference. But some of y'all guys just don't care. But yeah, I've been there, done that, and I was highly upset.
So here's the question I got. Back to men. So, of course, I find men thoroughly, just unattractive. Men just don't, they're not attractive in the face, or I don't understand what women like about men. So what I want to understand is when it comes to, you say what?
You can look at a man. Sometimes it's not even that they're physically cute.
Facial structure. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's all.
Like that jawline.
So how do y'all choose men? I don't understand it. Because I don't find myself to be any more flattering than any other guy. So I'm like, so how does a woman know that she thinks that I'm cute? What about me makes me cute to a woman? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like.
It depends on her preference, though, so it depends. It varies. Mm-hmm. So it depends on her preference. So, it is funny because I always laugh at this. If I line up the dudes I dated, some of them have similarities and some of them completely polar opposite. It's a guy that I'm attracted to currently. Looking at him, he don't have to do anything. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. He could walk by and be like, hey, and I'm like, hey. I can tell you the first day I saw him, and that's when I tell you, if you ever catch me walking through the streets of the city of Trenton or any other place, I'm zoned out. I don't pick nobody. I'm in my own little zone. When I tell you, from the very first day, I can tell you what this dude had on, and that I don't remember nobody's face. I could meet you one time, I don't remember your face. When I tell you, I remember this dude's face. My antlers were like, man, who is that? And I don't pay. My child can tell you how much I don't pay attention to people. Whatever it was about him, I was from the gate. So, and then his facial structure. That's why I said facial structure. I don't know what it is. That shit is beautiful. It is.
I have noticed a trend when it comes to women picking men in terms of how they think they look good. And it's like there does seem to be a trend in the way their face looks and in the symmetry. So when I saw the symmetry thing in the article we were reading, and I probably need to post that link for other people to read. But yeah, that whole symmetry thing I think plays a big role in that. And one thing I also noticed that women seem to like about men. Eyebrows.
No, first of all, we don't like
I've
that.
Noticed that guys
we are jealous
I've
of
noticed
your
that
eyebrows.
guys with
we are
eyebrows seem to get women.
No, we are jealous about your eyebrows because y'all ain't got to do nothing to them. Your eyebrows are beautiful, and we hate y'all for it.
Right. So y'all hate us for it, dang.
Yeah, because y'all got, you know how women are. I don't really do my eyebrows as much. Yeah. But you know how women are with their eyebrows and their eyelashes. Y'all got all that. That, you guys have that. But it's attractive because of how you, that's one, I'm going to say that. It's attractive because if you guys keep yourselves up, take care of yourself.
Right.
That, and care about because some guys, you can tell a guy who cares about their appearance. Mm-hmm. And it's not that you got I ain't talking about getting there and being in the mirror for 7 hours. I talk about really thought about how they look before they went outside. Because you know how guys wake up, roll out of bed, and just go the fuck outside, and they look like they crusty as hell. They could be cute, but they crusty as shit, and they look dirty. Like, oh, you look dirty, but you got clean clothes on. That's not attractive.
They look dirty, but got clean. Damn.
Yeah, because like, I said that to somebody. They was like me, and I said it to a guy, and he looked at me, and he was like, "Yo," and I said, "Exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They look fresh as hell, but they dirty. They also look dirty, type of thing. You want somebody that's not like a super. They call it metrosexual. I don't even call it metrosexual. It's called taking care of your goddamn self and giving a fuck about what you look like before you walk in the door, because we got to give a fuck what we look like. If I come outside looking like who's done in a while, y'all gonna be like, this girl look raggedy.
Right, true.
So that's the thing. Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say that's another thing. Oh, go ahead. You said hold on. She said hold on.
I'm doing my podcast. I'm sorry, my daughter locked the screen door. She's ringing the bell like a psycho.
But yeah, that was the one thing. That was the other thing I noticed is that women also seem to be attracted to men that have, like you said, that have I guess what I would call kind of a natural style, like a style to them that you know, maybe they dress well, and I mean I don't know a lot about fashion, so I'm not really sure if it's fashionable, but I guess it looks good on the person, and you know that they, you know, they take notice to stuff like that. But I think mainly, like you said, because it seems the guys have that, you know, sense of they like, you know, they look like they take care of themselves, that they care about how they look when they walk out the door, that kind of thing. You know, I mean, me myself, I'm a lazy fashionista. I don't shop at the highest fashion spot. I shop bargains, and I come out clean, you know. But then, you know, I'm not really like trying to impress somebody when I get dressed either, you know. So it's like, I be like, you know, it's got to be functional for me, more functional fashion for me. But you know, I know I got a couple of brothers that, you know, they definitely they get into the fashion thing. They have a certain style. And they, you know, seem to have women that when women are attracted to them, they get the kind of comments like, you know, they like their style, they like the way they dress, that kind of thing. So I noticed that too. I definitely noticed that. So
but it's not even about
spending
money.
That's the thing. It's not even about spending money on like a bunch of clothes. I guess I should clarify. Yeah. One of my boys, he's a fashion or budget fashioner too, but he knows how to put an outfit together. He knows how to put a style together, that kind of thing. Where I'm like, is it a shirt and is it pants and can I wear it to work? I'm good. I'm out. You know, he's like, does it have a certain color? Does it have some hues to it? You know, does it have a certain look that's in this season? You know, he knows that kind of stuff. I don't be knowing none of that shit. I'll be like, man, it's got pockets. I got to put a wallet in there. So, yeah, I'm going to need pockets. You know, that's how I look at stuff.
No, that's funny because my best friend always says I'm a plain Jane. And now I kind of got comfortable wearing colors and all that stuff. So now she sees me in colors. She's like, oh, like when I post my little pictures on Facebook or stuff, she's like, okay, you look cute. You put that together. And I'm like, sometimes I'll call her in the morning, like, hey, how does this look? Because I just want to make sure, like, I also for work or just going out. So now, you know, I'm not really a fashionista or a makeup person or like that, whatever. But like, I know a little stuff. So when I want to be extra cute, I'll go on some eyeshadow or whatever, put some lipstick or whatever, put some earrings in my ear and look more girly than normal, or just be regular chill. But I try to be cute, comfortable. But I'm like, she calls me plain Jane, and I think it's hilarious because I really am. Like, I didn't really mix colors. I didn't really step outside the box, but now I'm starting to do so.
Yeah. I'm definitely, you know, limited too on that kind of thing, especially because my thing is too, I'm colorblind, so, you know, matching up a bunch of colors usually isn't my thing. So I don't pay attention to colors. I don't know what colors to put together. You know, when I wear clothes, usually I'm trying to get it in the same color family, and that's it. I don't worry about like, I don't think about like, blue goes with red or doesn't, or I don't know what colors go together. I'll be like, okay, I got something blue, I'm gonna put it with something else blue. If I can even tell it's blue, if something's red, I'm gonna put it with something else red, or maybe something black if it's too red, that kind of thing. I kind of know that, but past that, I'm lost. Like you said, I usually defer to other people. When I'm buying suits, I'm the worst. It's like I'm immediately calling my sister, calling my mom, calling my other sister. It's like I'm lost completely. I don't know what to do. Because mainly I'm just kind of like a fish out of water when it comes to clothes. So I get real lucky when it comes to that kind of stuff because I got people who know fashion or who know their colors, know what to put together. So I usually get lucky with that. But yeah. But I was going to ask you, I was going to double back to when we were talking about, what was the question? Oh, when we were talking about what was attracting you to being about not attracted, it was about the eyebrows. I wanted to ask you. So what about with women? If a girl had really nice eyebrows, would that be attractive to you, or would you be too mad at her for having eyebrows that you wouldn't want to talk to her?
I don't even care about that stuff. That's like not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Even for me, I don't care about getting my eyebrows done all the time. I don't care about eyelashes and shit like that. If I do it once in a while, but I'm not like, I don't get my eyebrows done all the time. So I don't really, I'm not really on that wave.
Oh yeah. Also no nails, eyebrows, all that kind of stuff. You're not really like checking for that stuff. You check for that stuff with guys. You check for a guy's nails, his cleanliness of his nails, his hand roughness. You check for that.
I'll notice them, but I'm not like it doesn't sway me where yay or nay.
Oh, okay. Got you.
But I've dealt with people that had rough hands, people that didn't have rough hands, and it wasn't like a big deal to me.
Right. I feel you. So yeah, so I wanted to go back to, or not go back, but go into, what was the other? There's another one I wanted to talk about. Oh, getting back into energy. So, or not energy, really, really into body language. So, like I was saying earlier, I'm not really a body language kind of person. I'm really bad at it, in terms of interpreting body language. So, what about body language will pull you in or make you notice a person? Like, do you notice people's body language?
Oh yeah, I'm big on that. Like it's one of those things that you, like I said, you guys know I'm a talker, but I always pay attention to people, and you can hear what they're saying, but you can also pay attention to what they're giving off to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm big on that. The same way, like it's like almost like looking back, seeing somebody's energy.
Right. Yeah, for me, I mean, that's one of the hard ones for me because I think I sometimes I think it's just that I don't pay enough attention, but then two, I think it's just I don't know how to interpret it a lot of times. You know what I mean? Because I do pretty well, and I've been even told that I do pretty well at paying attention to what people say, pay attention to what people do in general, but when it comes to how they are, the energy they're giving off to me, or paying attention to their actions, their physical actions at the moment, it either has to be very direct or very obvious, or it's got to be something that's like, like there'll be no other reason for the person to do what they're doing. Other than that, it goes right over my head. You know what I mean? I'm totally lost. Like, because I feel like at that point I'm reading minds. and I'm definitely horrible at reading minds. So, so it usually gets past me. And I know a lot of people are like that. When you think about people who can't even read social cues, let alone read body language off of another person, that's got to be tough.
Yeah. That's why you have to communicate too.
Yes, definitely.
Sometimes people need you to be frank and be real direct. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm me. That's my biggest thing is communication. And I mean, I think a lot of lost opportunities are flowing out there because people aren't saying what they mean or meaning what they say. I'm doing, taking that extra step to go after what they want. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, choking. So I think a lot of times, and I would definitely, tell people, hey, if a person ain't picking up on your body language or they ain't picking up on your I guess body language, basically,
subtle hint.
You know what I mean? Like your subtle hints. There you go. Thank you. If they're not picking up on something, say something. Do something else.
No, but sometimes you can say stuff that's funny. I had a conversation with my daughter's dad today, and I said to him, we had a conversation. He said something. He asked me a question. And I said, "This is why I don't do X, Y, Z." And he said, "I finally picked up what you were putting down." I said, "But I was telling you that. Like I told you that." And you just didn't care. And even though we had that conversation today, it was like went in one ear, out the other. I was like, this is why.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at that point, some things have to match up. I mean, I guess you can't compromise for everybody. And if you feel like the person isn't picking up because they're not paying attention enough, then it's going to be a turnoff anyway. So you're not going to want to go a step further and give them another clue, another hint. I mean, I know I was in a situation once where I felt like all the physical cues were there. Not all of them. I won't say all because it ended up being a missed opportunity. But it was like all the most of the physical cues that I was picking up on. I was kind of thinking the girl was into me, but then I wasn't 100% sure. And and I'm the kind of guy, I'm like, I need to be sure, need to be 100% sure before I make a move. Maybe not even 100%, maybe 90%, but I need to be at least a little sure. And it was one of those situations where it was like everything was moving in the right direction. But then it was just a couple of things that just weren't quite, at least in my mind, lining up with I'm interested in you. So I just let it go. You know what I mean? And then come to find out later that it was that woman was really into me. She was like I forgot how I found out, but basically I figured out that she was really into me. It was like, dang, like she'd have just said something, I would have known, or if she'd have did something else, I would have known, laughing at my jokes and flicking your hair ain't enough. Everybody laughs at my jokes, so, I laugh at my own damn jokes. So I am into myself, so. But I think a lot of times, you just gotta go that extra step, or realize that some people just, they don't pick up enough, or maybe they're just too afraid. I mean, sometimes rejection is worse than is a person's worst enemy. Not that I'm afraid to be rejected. It's just that I just sometimes don't like to be rejected. I'm like, you know what? I'm straight on that. I'd rather know for sure and be able to mess it up on my own versus not know for sure, and then that person immediately be like, shoot me down while I'm trying to take my shot and blocking me like Matumbo up in here.
Hold on 1 second. I think we got a caller. I believe I know who it is, but hold on.
All right.
Caller, you're in line with G.F.T Radio.
You don't know who this is? What's up, Sonny?
I knew it was Dan.
What's up, Willie Styles?
Hey, what up, dog?
Okay.
What's good with
So
you?
what up? I didn't hear Clint's voice. Is he here?
Nah,
No, he's not on the show
he's
tonight.
taking a break to the sleep.
Oh man. All right. So what up, Clint? Anyway, you're not here. What we talking about today?
Lord.
What do you
Did
find
you not
sexy?
see the post that we posted about?
David don't read. I don't know if David can really
Hold on,
read.
no. Don't tell him Willie because don't tell him Willie because first of all, we post about it all the time. He see it.
What you talking about? I just repost stuff. I like stuff, love it, laugh at it. I don't even know what it is. It could be about anything. I just repost stuff like, oh, G.F.T Radio. Oh, let me repost this real quick. So what we talking about? No. So what about me bringing sexiness back? That's what it's about. No? Oh, okay.
We trying to get you in trouble with the wife. So tell us what you think is sexy about these women out here.
Oh, that's easy, man. She all for it. When I come home with it, no, and just me and her, we all good with it. What is sexy to me? Physically, I really don't have. I guess it depends on the individual. Because most people got different proportions, to their body. Some people look funny with, like how that skinny girl has nice thighs, buds. She might be awkward shaped, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got something different about them. Personality, being kind and funny go hand in hand. I can't have an ugly chick who's acting just like she looks. No, that's just a no-no.
Terrible.
I'm just saying, dude. I want to be able to laugh and converse with you being nice. That makes the person look so much better if they're a nice person. You can have a fine chick, outward-wise, but their attitude can be real funky.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I can't deal with that. I'd be like, what, I'm over you for real. Day one. So that's it for me. I'm out. So y'all have a nice show. So
you gonna pop in and pop back out?
That's what she said.
Quit trying to avoid the question. What do you find sexy about these women out here? You like big butt? You like
leggings?
Breast?
That don't help.
You like big butt? You cannot lie.
Your butt man or
leg?
Tit man?
You said what?
I'm sorry, you a butt man or you a tit man?
Yes.
You like them both.
Like them all big?
I don't discriminate.
Okay.
I have a question though.
I think maybe trying to
matter if
out here, but that's okay.
No, I'm really simple.
I have a legit question though. So when I'm watching
Go ahead.
adult films and I put the category big boobs, does that mean that I like boobs?
No. I mean, just in case anybody sees my search history, I want to put that out there right now. What your search history says nothing about what you like. I just want to make sure that's cool and we got that out there. Put that out there. Don't ask me. I just want to say that, right now. So I don't want to.
What did he just say? I didn't.
Hold on. So those midget wrestlers didn't mean nothing to you?
Bruh. I just wasn't supposed to be telling people what's in my search history, bruh.
Yeah, first of all, don't be saying that out loud in front of people.
not for the company. For companies out there.
But it's funny.
To the midget community, I respect you all. It's not about the porn. It's about the love, and I love you all. Anyway, but so I would say I think that your porn preference has nothing to do with your physical preference in your mate. You know what I mean, or somebody that you want to go after. Because I think what arouses you from a sexual sense while you're self-pleasuring has nothing to do with when you're getting pleasured outside of that. You know what I mean? As well as the fact that you don't really care when you're watching porn. You don't care about what those people's attitudes and what their aura is and what their energy is about. All you want to see them do is just make those noises and exactly. I mean,
okay, I got a question.
To be honest, when I'm watching porn, I want to see a woman with big butt, big tits, everything, like all the enhancements, but that's not realistic, right? So when you're actually dealing with real people in the world, you're gonna get different shapes. Like Damien was talking about, you get different shapes, different sizes, different proportions. You might have an egg-shaped woman one week, and you got a pear-shaped the next week because people just look different. When you're looking at enhanced individuals, it's different. It's like, it's fantasy. It's all fantasy.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we're going to piggyback on what you're saying about what people see in porn is different from what they, actually like. What about the people who were like the slaves? Our people that were raped. What do you say about those the slave masters?
Why you not taking their name?
No, I'm just thinking. If they didn't like it so much, why are we getting raped?
Oh, you mean in terms of race and the? I don't know if I want to go there on this. I don't know. We ready for that one tonight?
Okay. I was like,
But yeah, I think people who actually to kind of to your point, I think people who like certain types of what they call it, certain races, sometimes they might watch porn with different races and then they don't even like those people in real life. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that all these people watching not biracial, what they call it, what's the name of the porn? You probably know something. What is it, black people and white people having sex together?
Interracial?
White people. It's
interracial. Thank you. Interracial. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Interracial porn. I'm sure all we watching.
I'm drinking now, but I'm cold.
Ain't all. I'm on my second, so you guys excuse me. I'm sure they not all, on the level. So, so I'm pretty sure that, a lot of them, even I remember hearing about this one girl doing a video with some black guys. It was a white girl doing a video with some black guys. She was having sex with two black guys and somehow ended up calling them the N-word. I'm like, really? Like, she let them dive deep, and she out here, spewing racial slurs. So, not everybody, it's all, like I said, it's all fantasy. It's nothing, nothing real about a lot of it. So, unless maybe it's homemade and you got, people that really are in a relationship together doing it, but past that, the rest of it is all fake.
I don't know. But I want to get to the one about pheromones and scent. And what attracts you. Like, what scent is like sexy to you?
For me, I do like a woman that smells good. I mean, I want men to smell good too, so I like both. I want the men and women around me to smell good. That's the only time I have a preference with men. But for real, I think with
come around us
woman's scent,
wash your ass and we good.
Right. I think with a woman's scent, I think it needs to be subtle, but not like too flowery.
Loud.
Because when I was younger, I remember, I'm trying to remember what it was called. there was a perfume that was real popular when I was younger. I'm a little older than y'all.
Oh, French vanilla. What is it? White diamond or some shit?
No.
Was it White Diamonds? I think it was White Diamonds. It was the White Diamonds or was it one similar?
Yeah. Everybody was on that
like,
back in the day.
Everybody right, exactly. Everybody was wearing it, and it was just like it wasn't that it was a bad scent. It just was like everybody was wearing it. It just kind of like it just wasn't great, you know. But it's like as I started smelling different scents, different people wearing different types of perfumes, I started to notice that there could be a difference, and it does make a difference, But I mean, even just some good coconut oil in your hair and a little Bible oil on your body, smells good. Or maybe, whatever. I mean, I just think that, and I mean, I think women think the same thing about men. Everybody wants everybody to smell good, and it's got to go with your body chemistry. I definitely have tried to make sure that cologne that I wear kind of goes with my body chemistry, with the way I smell, because if you smell one way and it smells a different way, and those two smells don't go together, somebody's gonna be turned off. So you do gotta be careful of that, But then also, just a simple deodorant might help, with some people, it just depends. Like me myself, I like to wear basic plain deodorant. Like I wear the Degree shower deodorant. I don't be wearing none of that extra crazy, deodorant that men be wearing. Like that stuff be smelling so harsh to me. It's like I don't think that's cute. I think a man should smell fresh and clean. That's it. And not smelling like the woods. I don't understand what that's about. Smelling like deer vomit and all that other stuff that they like to smell like. But when sort of like waterfalls with tree trunks in them, I don't get that. That's not cool to me. So I like to smell like fresh shower. I like to smell like I just clean my body. That's it. Nothing crazy. And then I like vice versa. I like when women smell that way. That's like they're maybe a little extra. Maybe something that's just accentuates, but it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be out there. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. So that's what I like.
Dane?
Hello, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm trying to fix with these headphones. Certain smells, yeah, like Willie said, Chanel. There's some, I think White Diamond. That was pretty popular back then. That I really liked. Not too like a lavender or a citrus smell. That was a good one. I don't wear cologne, but I did wear Curve for a long time for myself. That's pretty good. But, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I just want to gotta smell good.
just in general.
So soap and water is good enough for you, then, right?
Yeah. No, I just want you to smell good. If you wear cologne, don't wear none that's super loud. That gotta like be like you can smell it. Like I appreciate a very good smelling man.
Right.
But I'm more of your natural body. That's the like that scent of you when you're clean. I like that better. But I can take you with cologne, but as long as it's not like ridiculously loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wear Irish Spring sometimes. It depends on going through. Like I switch it up every blue moon.
Oh damn, my bad.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was talking about. I don't like Irish Spring. It's just smell like waterfalls with tree trunks in it. I'm like, bro, why does it smell like this? It smells like somebody went out and killed something. Stop trying to be an alpha male out here. Sorry, I've been drinking.
We're gonna let you be great, Willie, because usually it's me.
Yeah, my thing with cologne and perfume, like you said, I think it does have to be more of natural scents or more of lighter, just something, like I said, something to accent, So I definitely want to just know that you clean. It's funny because I think when people first smell another person or are attracted to another person, they may they may notice that as well as a first thing. But I think that it can definitely be a good attractive measure as well. So you definitely want to make sure you're on the top of your game when it comes to your smell, when it comes to your cleanliness. You definitely want to make sure that that you're ready for that.
Yeah.
It may make a huge difference on if that person wants to approach you or not.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like that's the part I say that you look clean, but you're dirty. You just kind of put on a clean outfit, but you ain't clean your ass, so you're dirty, and you smell horrible. You have to save yourself from those types of things. So a lot of people that do that. It's females that do that. It's guys that do it. So you can't just that's false advertising. Don't make me excited and then you over here with that bullshit.
I actually work with a guy who actually, I do a lot of delivery for a moving company, and he goes out on the road because he's not a driver, but he helps out. He masks his body odor with deodorant. He doesn't wash. He just puts deodorant on. He has a little stick of deodorant next to his desk, and he goes on the road. He puts it on. I'm like, dude, that doesn't work. I think that's a loser for Sonny. Just taking a guess. That's a no-no.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's a loser for Sonny. That's a no-go.
Right, that's a loser for Sonny. Yeah, that's a no-go. That's a hard pass. I mean, some people don't realize that just putting on cologne or deodorant on top of funk is not working.
Yeah,
it's not gonna mask it.
And summertime will give you away. Summertime, it's hot as fuck outside. You have not washed your ass, and you put on clean clothes. You are dirty, and we gonna smell it because it's hot as shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna smell like a bag of hoagies.
It's gonna shine.
Fucking stale peanuts. Get your life together.
Oh, not stale peanuts.
That's how I'm coming. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. I don't even know if that's the right way to describe it, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately,
definitely.
So, what about the last one, emotions and true love? That one I don't know about that one. So, I need that to explain to me.
Oh, okay. So, what I was talking about there, so emotions versus, how did I put it again? I'm sorry. I forgot what I said exactly.
And just so, hold on, Willie, before you start, we're going to have to show guys in under 2 minutes, in less than 2 minutes. If you want to chime in, 657-383-1155. Let us know what you guys think of this conversation. You can join it and all that jazz. Call in, guys. Go ahead, Willie.
Yeah, so what I was talking about there was just basically, the fact that, there's a lot of things that attract people. There's a lot of things that keep certain relationships going. But when it all comes down to it, are your emotions coming into play at some point, and what's going to be attractive to you emotionally, and does that lead to true love? Mainly because I know when we were, like I said, when we were talking about earlier, the fact that we got this from an article talking about the rules of attraction, a lot of that was based on just the science of attraction, the science of how you're attracted to a person, between the smells, the visuals, the body structures. Now we're talking about emotions, which probably kind of goes into the energy portion of it as well. But I think, when you start to emotionally get attached to a person, be it understanding how another person interacts with you emotionally, or just the way your emotions work and how you get attracted to people and how you latch on, it's like, how does that come into play for you?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So do emotions come into play early on for you when it comes to your attraction level to a person?
So I've been attracted to somebody, and then, but I think once you have identified this attraction and y'all started hanging out, then you get emotionally attached, and I have been that way before. I've been emotionally attached to people, and I don't like being emotionally attached, especially when it's not like that commitment there, because you can get yourself hurt.
Mm-hmm. So
you kind of have to kind of protect yourself, because you don't want to get emotionally attached to new things, because then it can either let you down, not go the way you want it, and you have now emotionally invested yourself to be let down and hurt.
Right.
So I think you should not get, or at least try not to get emotionally attached to somebody that's not necessarily yours.
Okay. Interesting.
Or open
Daniel, what you think?
to allow that to happen,
So you put offenses up front.
Oh, from the gate, like if I don't know you like that and I'm just getting to know you and stuff like that, whatever, my whole thing is to protect my emotions, because I know for me it's about pattern behavior and how you treat me during the process of the just meeting each other phase, getting to know each other. If we become accustomed to certain things, and it's like that, everything else is there, the vibe is there, whatever the case may be, but we're on some we don't know what we're doing type situation. It would be dumb for me to get emotionally attached to you, because we don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I think a lot of people get emotionally attached.
I'm gonna come back to remind me to come back to I want to know what we're doing. That exact phrase and that statement. Remind me to come back to that later. All right, Damien, what you think emotion wise? How are you working with the emotions during your initial attraction period? Did we lose them?
I'm sorry. I met Jasmine. It was more of a curiosity, we just hanging out type deal. I'm not sure when we started liking each other, actually, in that romantic manner. I think it just sort of happened, like we just hanging out one day, and I asked her, what's up, started flirting with her, and went from there. She had the same mutual feelings, actually. Of course, she played it a little bit harder, but I don't know where I was at.
When you say she played a little bit harder, you mean like did she have the fences up? Did she have the walls up?
She
was a little bit more apprehensive, which I don't, I'm not mad at her for it. Ladies got to protect themselves, especially this day and age. If you don't know if a guy is really sincere on a relationship, it does not just necessarily mean guys, but generally, guys aren't really the ones who are looking for a relationship. So, they're more about their playing the field. But nowadays, it can be either or. Because,
Yeah, say, don't get it twisted. The women out here.
No. I've been used before, so, which I'm proud to say.
I've been used a lot, so yeah.
So, yeah, I've been used for meals, rides, talking boards, therapists. I got tired of being all that without the benefits. So,
oh my God, Clint just posted something on our Instagram. I got to read it to y'all because it's hilarious, and I laughed when I saw it because that shit is real. Hold on, let me. Oh shit, what am I? Where is that? Hold on, let me see what I've been tagged in. Hold on. Yes, Clint posted something, and I died laughing because I know a lot of people that feel that way.
Oh,
he said it's crazy how all females want. Huh?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, read it.
Oh, he was like, it's crazy how all females want male friends but don't even know how to be a real friend. You will use them for male advice, financial favors, free meals, tasks that involve heavy lifting, a shoulder to lean on, etc. But the second you at his lowest point and ask to borrow some pussy, you act like you don't know how to, you don't have it, shaking my motherfucking head. Yo, I hate this generation. Yo, I died laughing because. Oh my God.
You have to share that on Facebook.
I died laughing because. No, but I died laughing.
It's on our G.F.T.
It's hilarious.
On Instagram. Yeah, when I saw that, at first I was reading it, I'm like, okay. When I saw the part of the bottom, I was cracking up. Only Clint. But for real, I mean, I think that's definitely what Damon was just talking about. Damon wants the benefit. He want to be at his lowest point. He wants the benefit. He wants the benefit.
Exactly.
I would like to know where we're going for. If I'm going to do all this stuff, I would like to know where our relationship stands. I don't want to be used. Like, if you're just here for that, let me know.
Welcome to the wonderful world of female.
Right, I was about to say, but you know what? I think sometimes too. I think we sometimes we as guys sometimes get it twisted, thinking that just because we paying for something, or just because we being at soundboard, just because we being Captain Save 'em, that we supposed to get some pussy. And I think sometimes we don't realize that a lot of times that's definitely not what the woman is after. She just really just wants you to do this X, Y, and Z, and like I have female friends. I don't want any pussy. I promise you I don't. And I'm not just saying that because I think my fiance is listening. I'm not saying that because of that. Because there's some women out there, if they were listening, they would be like, yeah, no, we don't want nothing to see, because I don't.
I have a girl best friend. I'm with you, definitely like that.
Yeah, I really don't want to have nothing to do with you because I just don't. Like I already. It's not even because I don't think I can. It's just because I don't want to. That's my whole thing. And I don't mind, but I don't mind hanging out, or I don't mind listening to you talk, or I don't mind, because I'm the kind of person, I like to hear people talk. I like to hear people, tell me their problems, and either they're going to want my advice or they don't. They just want to talk about it, and I don't mind that. I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. We can talk about that stuff. Or, I'm not into the financial favorite part. That's only reserved for my mama and my sisters, but, but when it comes to, maybe, heavy lifting, I'm moving. Can you come move this couch for me? Okay, cool. No big deal. I hate to see a person have to struggle, but I do that for a guy, I treat my female friends like I treat my guy friends, We're going to kick it, we're going to drink together, we're going to hang out, so on and so forth. But after that, I promise I don't want to have sex with you. Just like I don't want to have sex with Damon, I don't want to have sex with Sonny either. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Thank you for that one.
I don't understand the thought process.
Fuck you and the click you playing on
But I just feel like I have to. I don't have to have sex with you to feel gratified in the relationship that we have. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't understand that part. But then we also talk about certain people who, not you, Damon, but I know certain people who, they want to hang out with their boys all the time too. So I don't understand that either. You ain't gay, but you like to hang out with your boys all the time instead of your girl. I don't understand that. But anyway, so, but I think a lot of times the needs and the wants are mismatched. Are definitely mismatched. But back to the emotions part, I think like for me, I definitely I think I'm an emotional person. I do pride myself on actually having some emotions. I do have a couple. I keep them in a little pouch on my desk, and I take them with me every now and then. But but I do get my emotions involved sometimes, and I think sometimes I've made, and this is why I wanted to come back to your statement, Sonny. So like the situation I'm in right now, right? So me and my fiance, we started dating. Well, I won't even say we started dating. We started talking at one point, and we were getting to know each other, right? So then we got together and went on some dates. We traveled and all this other stuff, and I felt like we were in this relationship, right? Like, okay, cool. I was kind of like in, right? And I was kind of like, not kind of, but you know what I mean? I was like, I kind of felt like, I think I'm in this, and I think this is going where I want it to go. And I felt like I was like at a point where I thought it was clear that I was in it, but apparently I wasn't, apparently I wasn't clear, and apparently it wasn't coming through. You know what I mean? Because she asked me that exact question. She said, "Where are we going?" And I was like flabbergasted, like, damn, like, what do you mean? So I was confused.
You ain't see me?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, I'm right here. I thought we was in this. You know, I thought we was on the same path. Apparently we weren't. You know, like she almost literally broke up with me and everything, like in a whole conversation. So it was so funny because I actually told myself, I was like, I think I got broke up with, like, and then I had to like pull myself back in. So, but I talked to one of my buddies, and he said the same thing happened to him, where it was like he felt like he was all in. He's like my thing was, I'm a player, so I don't even mess around with females like this. You know, if I'm with you, you know I'm with you and two other women. So, you know, he was like he had already told the girl he was with.
What?
Yeah, my boy just raw like that. So he was like he told the girl that he was with, like, look, it's just me and you. So he figured once he said that, she understood that he was in it, that he was full in. He said he still got hit with the "where we going with this" speech. I was like, wow. So I was like, okay, so I think we really have to be clear on our intentions, because sometimes what we think we're doing is probably not enough, or it's not clear enough. So I think that, you know, that's definitely something to think about for people, is that, you know, even when you think you, oh yeah, go for it.
So here, I agree with that. You have to have the intentions match what you're doing. But then you have the problem of, right, you meet somebody, y'all vibing out. It is what it is. Y'all, like, we explain that this is what it's going to be for right now, because right now we're not looking for X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. And then your actions are completely different. You're giving off relationship situations. You want to be around that person all the time. That person want to be around you all the time. Y'all just always together. So I say that to say this: you have to be mindful, because I'm fact for me. You have to be consistent, because you have to, like, it's one of those things, like, you know how you say, my words, but your actions speak louder than words, you know, it's like that, whatever. You can tell me shit till you blow in the face. Your actions are what I'm seeing, and your actions are not matching your words. So you need to get them in line together. We need to figure out what's happening, because you're giving out, and I think a lot of people do that, give out mixed signals. But at the same time, you have to be very conscious of what people say to you. Like, you know how you hear stuff, and what they say to you, they're telling you, like, I don't want a relationship. I'm just chilling right now. And you're like, okay, but y'all chilling like y'all in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But this person's consistently saying, I don't want a relationship. So either you have to be in line with them in the same way, or you're not, and you have to get those understandings. That's why I think communication is always key, because I just had a conversation with somebody, and I was like, listen, I'm cool with what's happening right now. People are saying X, Y, Z. I get it, but we're on the same wavelength. Like, we haven't deterred the past. So, because, you know, outside influences are always in your ear, but you have to always communicate and be very expressive. And I think people don't like to have this conversation, but you need to. That's why we say this on this podcast so many times.
Right.
You always have to communicate. When you're dating somebody, when you're friends with somebody, or whatever case may be, whatever type of relationship y'all have, you have a relationship with any person, you have to communicate. Because if you don't communicate, there's always misunderstandings. And I went off of what you were doing. No, we have to have the actions, words should meet, but sometimes they don't because people are flawed. So we have to always be in communication. So if I'm misreading something, I'm going to say to you, okay, so you're doing X, Y, Z, so make sure we're on the same page. Let's just have a conversation again. What are we doing?
Exactly.
And I think a lot of guys get scared off by that because they're like, oh, what you need? It's not that I'm trying to rush you to do anything. I want to be clear because it's mixed, and I just want to be, like, you know, clear on what's happening.
Yeah, and that's what I picked up on when I talked to my fiance about it when we first had that conversation, is that no matter what I was doing at the moment, my conversation wasn't going in that direction. So it was confusing, or it's not really confusing, but, you know, like you said, it wasn't clear. There was no clarity there. So I had to literally set it out in front of her and say, look, this is where I'm going with this. This is what I want to do. What do you want to do? She put her input in, I put my input in, and then we got on the same page and we kept on going. And my boy, he did the same thing with his girlfriend. Is that, you know, they had that conversation. You know, like, look, we got to have this conversation and be like upfront on the table. This is what we're doing. Because what it really reminded me too of was the fact that, and it goes back to what you were talking about, Sonny, was like I was with this woman a few years ago that was like, she was like, hey, you know, I'm not really looking for a relationship, and I got this other guy on the side, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like in a relationship with her, like, or not even in a relationship with her. I'm dating her or hanging out with her. So I'm like, okay, cool. You do you, I do me. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. So we hook up a few times. We go out, and next thing we know, we going out every week, and we doing stuff every week, blah, blah, blah. And so when I finally decided to move on to something else, she kind of got upset, like, where you going? And I'm like, you said you didn't want nothing. This is what you told me. You specifically told me this. This is what you put out there. You never came back and said, look, I'm really feeling you, and now I want to retract all my statements. You never told me this. So what am I supposed to do other than continue to do what you said you wanted me to do? You wanted me to just be a person you go out with, a person we hook up every now and then and go do whatever, and that's it. We not in a relationship, and you're going to have all this other fun with somebody else. And so I was like, all right, cool, that's fine. You know, I'm good with that. You know, you honest, I'm honest. But, you know, it was all out there on the table. But now that you're changing your mind, how am I supposed to know? I can't know that, right? Without you telling me. It was right, totally bad communication, right? And I would have given her a chance, but she blew that because she told me this is what I wanted, and she was adamant, super adamant, and I'm like, wow, okay, cool, you know, because
that's why you have to always be in communication, like when it's that's why I say that you have to be in communication. So you have to always be like, this is what I want at the initial. This is what I'm looking for right now. For me, I say to people, I'm not looking for them with certain situations because I'm still trying to get back to me. So I like you and I'm going to hang out with you and shit like that, whatever. We're going to do what we're going to do. And that's going to be it, whatever. Right. But in my mind, I'm protecting myself emotionally because I don't want to be emotionally attached to somebody. I don't want to be, and because, you know, when you heal it from an emotional break, you can get attached very quickly. And I know that. So my thing was I don't want to cross certain lines because I know that I'm going to be attached to you really quickly, even though normally I probably wouldn't be, but because I'm so emotionally raw, that's going to latch on to you. And I don't want to be clingy. I don't want to be none of those things because I'm better than that. So when I feel myself that way, I'm like, no, let me chill. Let me fall back because I don't want to be that way. And it's not because of, like, I may not like you that much, or I may like you, but it might not be as much as I think I do because I'm so caught up in, you know, that emotional attachment that I'm not thinking clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
we have to have that
I think
communication. Huh?
Right, exactly. Yeah. I think that those conversations have to be had honestly, openly, and it's got to be direct. You know, it's got definitely, like you said, you got to be frank about it. Right?
Yeah, I'm a big person that
feel like
tell me what I want to hear.
You need to let us know. Yeah, if something's changing, you got to let the next person know. Like, hey, you know what? I'm feeling differently now. I'm feeling more confident in this relationship, or I'm feeling more or less confident, or whatever the case may be. You know, that's what happened to me. I think it was like, you know, even though it was like, okay, we're dating or we're getting to know each other. You know, okay, now what's the next step, or what do you feel like this is going, or what do you think you're trying to do, or how serious are you about this? It's about that, you know. It's about evolving and saying, hey, this is how I feel, letting the person know.
Yeah, and not saying what people want to hear, because people do that.
Exactly.
Like they say what they think you want to hear. It's like, no, be honest with me. Tell me, be real frank. If you're not on that wave, tell me that. Don't lead me into thinking that, you know, people do that. Don't communicate openly.
That's true.
Because it saves, and that's what it saves unnecessary extraness. You don't want all that. It makes sense for you to be very vocal and expressive about certain things. Because if you get caught up, then you're like, well, you don't say what they want to hear. You say what's true and real for you. And if that's not the wave, she's not the wave. Period. Point blank.
Right. Exactly.
Like stop being scared to hurt somebody's feelings without wasting their time, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You'd rather waste my time than to tell me that you're not really into me? Tell me that. Very easy. I would respect you more, you know?
Right. Well, before this after show ends, I wanted to jump on one other subject before we end and have a real quick conversation. Excuse me. So I was I forgot whose page I was on, but basically somebody posted a video of Jermaine Dupri. Have y'all seen that video of Jermaine Dupri doing an interview? And they asked him about who's his favorite rapper and who's his or what did you think about the female rappers?
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, that was on there. Okay, I saw it a couple other places too. So, yeah, I think I responded on there on our Instagram on that one. So, but yeah, so what did you think about it, Sonny?
I agree. They ain't really talk about shit. Like, you got Nicki Minaj talk about her ass and all this stuff like that, and her pussy and blah, blah, blah. You got Cardi. I don't know. The other girl, I don't know who the hell she was. But Cardi B, I think she changes the subject just a little.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't talk about her being a stripper. I mean, she do, but not all the time. She has other stuff. But, like, I think you have to kind of step outside the box of the sex and what you used to do. You got to move on. You got to progress.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, because what you're going to be known as, like Nicki Minaj was talking for the very beginning. She was talking about her ass and how she got the ass shots because people were asking her, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Cardi B came from a stripper to a rapper. I don't know about this other girl, what her story is, but from what he was saying, they're all strippers at one point, and now they rappers or whatever the case may be. It's like, now you're not a stripper anymore, you're a rapper. So what's next?
Right.
Because you haven't done that. I mean, how long have you been rapping? How long have you been famous? You were still stripping when you were famous? No, you moved on, right? So what you talk about now? But it's a lot of these, like, and it's even male rappers repeat themselves and talk about the same shit.
Yeah, so that was my thing about it, was like, I mean, not to say that all male rappers talk about the same thing, but, you know, because they don't, of course, but, you know, I think that's the one thing is that, you know, to be honest, there's a lot of clones when it comes to male rappers out there. They're all literally all talking about the same thing, and they all look alike. You know, they all look like little Yachty, Uzi, Juice WRLD or whatever. So and they all got dreads, they all got the fuckboy haircut, and they all wear the same clothes. So it's like I don't understand, why you have to have 74 versions of the same skinny jean wearing, kid, but that's what we got, and then when it comes to female rappers, so my and what I didn't address in my comment on the post was that technically, like you mentioned, Cardi B, she's talked about it, she's mentioned it. That's not the gist of her music. Her music is not stripper rap. She doesn't just talk about being a stripper. What's her name? Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is not even. I don't know her story either. But as far as I know, she doesn't only rap about being a stripper either. And I don't believe she's ever rapped about being a stripper. So I think he hasn't even listened to her music at all. Nicki Minaj was never a stripper. She's talked about sexuality from the standpoint of being a sexually vivacious or sexually confident woman, but she's never been a stripper. Is it stripper rap? That's subjective. It may be, but then most rap music from the South is stripper rap. They all listen to Southern music because it's booty bounce music. So, but then too, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj are not the only female rappers either. I mean, it's sad to me to think that a person like Jermaine Dupri, who's in the music business, in the music industry, has never heard of other female rappers.
Like, he got the brat.
If somebody came to me
and said, the brat on his team.
Exactly. Like first off, you brought out a female rapper. First off, like number one, if nothing else, you should have said, oh, you know what, the brat's still my favorite rapper. Like if nothing else. Two, there's Lady of Rage. There's I forgot the girls at Truth.
MC Light.
I mean, there's tons of rappers who have done it and have still have current music out there. But even past that, I mean, you have Rhapsody, who's on I think J. Cole's label. You have Mama Soul, who's a rapper here from Detroit. You have Jean Grey from New York. You have Trina from Miami. You have I mean, there's tons of rappers that are female that are not only talking about their bodies. They're not only talking about basically that's what he was saying. So it's you have some that are gangsters. You have some that are conscious. You have some that are they span the different genres, just like male rappers do. And I think he didn't take the. I mean, I don't know. I guess we didn't actually see the whole interview either. But I'm basing this off assumption that he didn't take the time to actually mention, like, hey, there's other rappers out here that we could talk about other than just the number one, number two, and I would say number 4 or number 5 rapper of the female genres or female rappers out there. So I mean, because there's Sweetie. Oh, that's the other one, Sweetie. She's a female rapper. There's other rappers out there. So I think it was kind of weird to me that it was reduced to just stripper rap in response to 3 females who only one of them was actually a stripper, and even she doesn't talk only about that. I mean, if he wanted to say, oh, they only talk about fashion, then he probably would have been 80% correct at that point. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. Like they all just talk about, not just, they all do talk about fashion a lot. So, there is that, there is that issue. Or they all talk about being a bad bitch. They do that a lot too. There were some other points he probably should have made. But not that one. Issue I took with it. Not that one. That one was so far off, and was so off the radar, So I mean, I think he latched on to 2 songs and just rolled with it.
Exactly. But we're about to wrap this show, guys. Thanks for listening tonight. Thanks for calling in. Clint, we miss you. We whenever you're ready, when you come back, we be here for it. We'll give out your info really quickly.
All right, get at me at Willie Styles everywhere. WillieStyles.info for all my links. All right, go ahead.
And I am Sunny _B, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Thank y'all for listening tonight. Clint would say, see y'all